Welcome to the Usell system. We are giving you this system because we want to introduce folks to our local beacon technology. And what better way than to give you a tool that's going to help you sell your property? There's no gimmicks, no catches. What you're going to have is a system kind of like this, and you can customize it however you want. Let me show you how I do this. So basically, you can see, you start right out with seeing how your system's going to look on a PC, on a tablet, or on a mobile device. You can preview how everything's going to look. Let's go back to the tablet or the PC view. Let's get up to the top. Here's kind of how easy this is going to be. You go into what we call blocks. You're going to add a block, add or remove a block. So let's go in. Here's the different blocks we have to add. And you can play around with your system when you get it just how you want, because this is really kind of a cool system. You're going to love it. Essentially what we've got is we start out with a video. We strongly recommend using video because that increases your odds by at least 70%. And you're going to create your own video. It's real simple to do. You just grab your smartphone and you walk through the property and hit record. And then most of your systems, particularly the iPhone and the Androids, you can even download apps to edit that video, and then you just post it on YouTube. So essentially what I've done, this one you'll never work with edit code. You don't ever need to worry about saving to user blocks, and this is if you want to move that block up or down. And you don't need to understand what blocks are, but just basically how you change them. So let's go here to, there's the title. I can take the title off, put it back on. I can show the subtitle. You can add one there. And then here, basically, you can change the media. You want it on the other side or that side. Here's where that video is. I've got that video. I put it up on YouTube. So that's the address right there. I'll just highlight that and show it to you. That's the address. So everything else you leave the same. You just put your video link right there. And it's free to post on YouTube. You put it up. Okay, let's get out of that. In this system here, you can change how this looks. You can edit however you want. You can change the lookup, the alignment. So basically, here's how I did this right here. If you look at the different pictures I've got, we recommend a certain size of picture. Then you can edit. Now, if I use the right or the left arrow key, that moves this. You just kind of have to put your mouse where you want to edit, and then you see what I just did? I just changed that. Now I just hit the arrow key, and that moved it again. The arrow key actually affects these. So you can put that there. You can put it however you want. You can change the size. You can change the type. You can change the color so it shows up better. You experiment around with it. Basically, go to the next slide. Now, if I want to change a slide, I put this one in to show you. On the resolution, you want to be at least 2,000 pixels. You don't want to go over, say, 1.5 megabytes because that gets a little bit much. It'll work fine on a PC, but if they're on a mobile device, it's going to take a little bit longer for a 1.5 megapixel picture to load. So there's a fine line. You can kind of play around and find out what you want. Here's one that's a lower resolution. That one's just a little bit higher resolution. See, this is 250 kilobytes. So that's not too bad. I think this one was about 60. This one here is about 800 to 1,000 kilobytes. So what I do to add that, I go again here. You see here, I'm going to make all my edits and changes. I go to that picture. I change it. I go to that one. If I want to change this picture, you highlight the picture you want to change. You can move them around from here, drag them. But you go to the picture, browse computer, and there's the pictures you have. You just go to the file where you've got your pictures, and you just click on it. let's just add one. Well, let me go down and I'll show you how I add this. If you want to add additional blocks, see, there's some information I put in. But let's say I want to add a block. Okay, you go here, add a block to the page. Click there, and I want to add, say, more slides. There's the slides. So you see sliders? So I click on add sliders. There it is. Now this shows up. So let's click up. You click in this box to get rid of that one that shows up, this edit thing. So we go here to, that's a summary of how it's going to look. Let's get back here to edit. We're going to edit, and we're going to get rid of these buttons. See that? That's those buttons that link. Whenever you have a button, they automatically are linked, so you want to either link them where you want or get rid of them. And then you add the slides. Let's say I want to go to that slide. I want to change that to something else. Here's some information that's in the system. You can just go ahead and change. See how I did that? So I can change whatever I want. How I added this, again, that's a block. I just went in here. I found the block I wanted. I just kind of play around, source this, and here's this block. So I added this, I drug it over. These are the pictures that came, and I just changed these. And you can add this, add your links, however you want. This one here is a block. Again, I went over here. I just kind of, you look around, there that is. I drug this in. You just grab that, you would drag it over, and let me show you how this all displays. So now, you can play around with this, put this together. The beauty of this is the address you're going to get when they pull up in front of your house and type in the address, it's going to go right to this page. You don't have to wade through anything else. You can tell them what you want. You can add up to the top. You can add a navigation bar if you want. You can throw in a navigation bar, bring it in. If you got different pages, you change this. You click on that, you're in the edit of the navigation bar. So let's say I want the logo or I don't want the logo. I get rid of the brand name. I get rid of the button. I want to have different pages. So you can add pages how you want, or you can get rid of that if you don't want. If you've got a house that there's a lot of features, you might want to do that. You might want to have different pages for the different features. For instance, let me get here. I've added a second page, the exterior. So here's the page I added. Basically, again, this is a block I put in. I just drug the block over, and I show the different features of the exterior. And I've another block. I drug this in, and you edit it how you want. You can add another page, interior. If I would have added that navigation, I have to go down here to blocks. Let's get back to the top. I'm going to add the navigation bar. See, that appears. A cool feature of this is you can tell this navigation bar to make it transparent. So when they're here, it's transparent. As soon as they move, it shows up. So you can go to the page, about. So let's change this link to be the first page. I'm going to make this page, I'm going to make it the index page. The first page always needs to stay index. You don't want to change that name. So we inserted that link. We're going to make this link the exterior. So there's the exterior. So we're going to add that link, insert the link. I'm going to change this to read exterior. And contact, maybe put your information in there so they contact you. So basically, and we don't need that logo, so let's get rid of that logo. Boom, it's gone. If you have a logo, put one in. So now, when I want to see how this is going to look, let's go back. This is there, so let's go back to that page, index. See there, they appear. Everything's there. So I'm on this page. If I move down, see how it highlights? So let's see how it looks. Here's your preview. All this was done is took a smartphone, hit record, move just a little bit, and you walk. And this is not bad at all, folks. This was very simple deal to add music. But you see how this is showing much more than just stills. You want to be careful on jerky movements. And the way you do this is you take your smartphone, you get a golf club, and you put a rubber band around your smartphone so the golf club is hanging down. That creates what we call a steady cam. And your steady cam, let me stop this while I'm talking. Your steady cam then allows you to walk around. Essentially, you've created a gimbal. And you walk around, you show this, and you hold it with 2 fingers. You hit start and stop. And when you're done, you can pull the pieces out you don't want, put it together, add your music, post it to YouTube. This is really well done. So let's get back out of full screen. The video in the background is playing. Here's how these slides are going through automatically. These are the ones you put in. You've changed up. Let's go on down. Here's the information I added. The cool thing about this format of slides, you just, wherever they're looking at, they double click on that slide and there it is. So they go through the slides, advance through the pictures that you've added. You can put as many in here as you want. And then they get out of this. So let's go to the exterior button that you created. That pops up. But essentially this is designed to highlight your property, nothing else. Now all we're going to have is a little thing down here at the bottom that talks about our system. So when you get yours, now here's the beauty. So let's get out of this. That's your preview. You've looked at that. Here's the beauty. When you want to make this live, you click publish. And we're going to give you a local login, a username and password. So what you will do is you will go to FTP, and we're going to give you the information to put in. You're going to edit, and there's 3 things you're going to add. You're going to add what we give you for here. We're going to give you a username and the password, and then you'll just click test. Once that's done, once we get this set up for you, all you do then is you click OK and hit publish, and boom, your system's live. So again, this is a free system. Get in touch with us if you think this is something that you want.